So this next one,
Yeah, great.
doing the thunder head kind of cloud. So it's going to have a lot of value in the actual cloud, in the white of the cloud. We're not going to lay down any color, any water first. And I'm using this just as a reference. Obviously, it's different than even the crop of everything's different. So I just want to use this as a reference, and this is also a good practice for not holding your reference too tightly. You can just kind of, it's an impression of this type of cloud. It's not this actual cloud right here. So I'm getting a good amount of paint on my brush, and I'm pulling my paint over towards my kind of mixing area so that I can actually pick up the paint on the entire brush, the belly of the brush, the point of the brush. And then I'll go in wet on dry, and I'm gonna do this kind of cloud outline. Lot of paint, yeah. And dip in water. I really don't want this line to dry because I really don't want an outline of the cloud. Okay, dip in just a little more water. You see how I removed the excess water on the rim of my cup, so I'm not going in with like a huge puddle. Okay. And then there are these, actually not in this image, but we can put in some other clouds behind it as well, just some lighter clouds, wispy, yeah, which can be this way, or I just want to see, little experiment, if we just drop in water and let it bloom.
That's how you do it. Okay.
That one went kind of far, but maybe we'll put in another one just to give it another.
And you're gonna leave that excess puddle.
And I'm gonna let the water do the work of making the cloud. So the water presses into the existing layer, it pushes in and it pushes it away. Yeah, it pushes it away. And then it creates this really kind of rippled edge to it. Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of makes the outline when you're painting for too.
So this cloud, I want to span from left to right so that I can do this top block in this top area of sky, and now I'll block in the bottom area. And I put little clouds down here that are kind of more of our horizontal clouds. But you can do blooms. Let's see how it goes. So
You still using cerulean?
I'm using cerulean. There's also just a little bit of blue on my, it looks like a cobalt.
Okay.
Do you want it to be like the same value, or is it going to be a little lighter?
So I want this sky to connect between the top of it and the bottom of it in value. So I want there to be, but I'm also seeing that the bottom of this cloud is not flat. It's kind of jagged. Go down.
Do those pencil marks show through the paint when you get it on there? Because I don't quite understand why the pencil marks are. They're just to guide you when you're putting on the blue, is that it? Okay, all right.
Yep, and then I can paint around them.
I see, okay.
So, I'm just trying to make sure that, if anything, thank you. I just felt that as you were going over there. I can connect, I can connect this wash so it's not so much like, it's not like I paint this area and it dries and then I paint this area and then that dries and it paints this area. So yeah, I want to work in a way or fast enough really that connects all of them. And then I want to do another experiment and use water. Now, this is an interesting kind of part of watercolor is sometimes water, like I just put the water in between these two layers, it pulled the paint in towards the layer. But you can also use water to push it away. So if it has enough momentum, it pushes it away instead of linking them together. So just being, starting to like realize and notice when that happens or how to make it happen so you have a little more say in
what was the technique for I don't have the question, sorry.
Okay.
Well, first she brushed the water
Down the
in
center.
there.
Kind of down the
Yeah.
center,
Mhm.
but it touched a little on the sky.
Yeah, it touched a little on both
You're saying
sides.
a wet on wet versus a dry, wet on dry.
So you're trying to make a cloud, a paler piece of sky rather than a cloud, right?
It's going to end up kind of having that effect with these blooms
Yeah.
that are, similar to something like this.
Gotcha.
So kind of a less formed cloud.
And letting the paint do that instead of, saying like, I want it to be right here.
It also seemed right, it was the force of the water you were saying, right?
Yes.
Rather than like the soft brushing on pulled it into the white
Right,
versus the letting the gravity hit it with the water.
correct.
Pushed it away with that moment.
Yes.
So maybe it's leftover from elementary school when they were trying to have us not ruin their brushes, but I just can't push the brush. I see you do it. you know.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
uh-huh.
moving your paint, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's probably left over from elementary school. Or middle school.
Somewhere where it wasn't my brush.
yeah, I think I do that because,
Like that.
yeah, like that, because
It's not
it's
hurting.
gonna lift the first layer.
It softens that one.
When I want it to lift, it's almost like I'm scratching, with the bristles, with the top of bristles, just like
the little
maybe
pokey
like it's a
bristles
little
are-
plow.
Very gentle,
Yeah.
not like the 3-year-olds, they just take the
Yeah.
whole brush and smash it all, and I'm just like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna stop you, just do it.
Yeah.
Somebody else will tell
Yeah.
you later that it's
Yeah.
brushes back.
I know, I'm like, just like, yes, exactly, yes, just use a little pressure. Ow. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, somehow when Jamie does it, it looks intentional. When I do it, it
It's
looks
so
like a mistake.
Easy.
So this part is dried a little too much, so now I'll put water on it and it won't really do much. I can probably
Scrub away.
scrub it, yeah. But yeah, as long as you put some up here, it's gonna tie it together. I definitely like went a little wild down here just to show you guys, but
What's going in the big white space there? Is that supposed to be the?
That's the cloud.
that's what we're gonna do, our grays and
Okay. I thought
give it
that
some
you put
dimension.
Blue in there, but that's because I was looking at.
We can do blue too. This is a very blue example.
Yeah.
And there's many other examples that have more gray. Okay, but let's start with this.
Okay.
Just so
Are
we're
these
your
for us
sleeves
to
too.
take? Or were you just